and replace it with the new map in my private server. And would you think about those Halloween maps? How about we'll put the whole admin house in? So here's how we're going to call it admin house then. So first we're going to go on to Dex. Then we're going to go on unlock map. We're going to unlock the map. Then we'll go into secure parts. Then we'll edit secure parts into something like part. Or maybe just nothing, by the way. And then we will go in here. So by the way, it's wholly grouped. Whole grouped, something like that. I save a build. Then we call it admin house. You know, the actual legitimate name. Let's see how that gets there. I'm trying to save admin house. The map is secure. Oh my god, this might take a few minutes to save again. If I wait that long, it should be saved. But no, it just gets stuck on saving to whatever it's called, and it won't save at all. And that's probably because the fonts, maybe the font names, are locked too inside of the game. The core scripts for the admin pads won't work directly when you load into the build. And also, the admin resetter has a core script too, which is called destroying. And then it would end up getting broke. So you can see I'm trying to save it, but the build won't be saved. We had also other errors that admin house cannot be saved due to a error with the fonts. And it seems like we're going to get the error again, but it won't show it because the error is just new. It won't appear. There's no new error code in the build. So if we save the new admin house, it won't work, or won't work, because Petroleum Hub has a different font, and Petroleum Cube has a different font than the other builds. And also the Star Cannon base plate. They run off different scripts, depending on which save slot it is. And as you can see, I tried saving admin house, it ain't saving. The core scripts is broken. So as you can see, the core script is actually broken because of the map. The map ain't savable. So, oh yeah, we also broke something that also contains teleport to admin house. Oh yeah, we also broke teleport to admin house somehow. I managed to actually break that because I tried saving the game. Cannot find the admin house. So the Petroleum Hub has a different font, by the way, which is not funny. The Star Cannon base plate has a different font. And the Petroleum Cube, the one over there, is also another object. And also the objects inside of a Petroleum Orb, or something like that, has different types of things, which then you would get a save error with. Also, somehow I managed to actually break the elevator when I saved this build, so I don't know if that undo. I don't know if this is possible, but The core scripts are making it, like, impossible to do, by the way, to save this build. And it's probably because the TV screen actually is a build. So if I unselect that, and then unequip the teleporter, and then we save the build named, well, you know, admin house, it should be saved. Why? Currently busy? What do you mean currently busy? Oh, it's currently busy on something that's trying to save too. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry, join. It's fully broke. So as you can see, it's saving it, but it's currently busy, so it's probably because I have to save that other build that's trying to make it busy too, which is aka jamming. So if I unlock the map, and then go on to Dex in my private server, and then go into workspace, change the secure parts to something like part, or maybe just call it group. Then we'll use BTools, and then what we do is select everything. Unselect the stuff that aren't selectable, like this, and this. Didn't select though, but unselect. Unselect. Why is it not selecting? Unselect. So that's the fucking trolley mob, so if you see the trolley mob, just unselect that. Also, unselect the Star Cannon base plate, because it contains that. And also, unselect the telly, because you might see a lot of issues then. And then, what we do is save the build, call it admin house, and let's see if it's going to be busy when it saves it. If it doesn't get saved, then we might be facing issues with the elevator. I think the elevator is absolutely not letting us save it. So, it's not letting us save Admin House, the whole game yet, but I'll show you a workaround to get it saved. So first I might unselect the elevator, because it runs off of core scripts. Second of all, unselect Trolley Mob because it runs off of core scripts. Unselect the teleport to game, which is also runs off of core scripts, and also that swordy thingy. Also unselect Trolley Mob cube. Unselect the TV, and then we should be the issue fixed. Because if we can't save the game, then I have to rejoin and try and save it again. With this time just calling it something else. So as you can see here, I was trying to save it, but it wasn't able to save it. There must be a file or some kind of file or font that ain't letting us save the build or locking it down to do that. I did it last year with my admin house 3.5 point something. Well, I have to call it secure parts. I'm going to call it back secure parts so I can unlock the map. And then what I can do is, well, save game. So I'm going to save the game before Admin House 3.5.11 gets released. Actually released. So I have to show you how to save the whole game. So first off, you might need to call that something else over secure parts. Otherwise, you'll get the owners have left error inside of that. First off, unselect the elevator, which contains, well, the core scripts. And you know the core scripts. The core scripts are to do something with the game. The core scripts, it's something to do with the elevator's lifts. You can't really close them. Plus we'll unselect the highlighted interfaces, and also maybe that. My freaking corner's still selected. So it's possible I might be able to save it. However, there's only one issue. The core scripts. Maybe unselect those highlight ones, and then I'll obviously will unselect the top part, which then makes it unsavable mess. Oh, actually, I might have to unselect that one underground, bro. And also unselect the so as you can see here, I just have to unselect which object this is. So there's a lot of invisible objects. There's a lot of invisible objects, and do you see what's the backbones of these objects, bro? This is really weird. I can't unselect which highlight contains. Okay, that's the main base plate. Second of all, we need to unselect Klingon. These four. The Trollium Orb, the Trollium Cube, and the Teleporter and the Sword, along with the Among Us. So we don't need to have the Among Us. We'll have to have the few Among Us things that are still unsavable. And I keep, like, selecting the house. I can't unselect. So as you can see out here, I'm just trying to unselect, but it ain't letting us unselect. So I'm trying to get it highlighted through the highlighter, but the highlighter ain't pressing or something or saving. We might have to go under the camera to select the highlight and unselect it. It keeps selecting through groups, by the way, so it's just going to be like harder to do. Because you can't really save this. I'm saving like a 90% complete thingy. So we don't need that. And we also don't need to select that. So what are we seeing here? The base plate is still highlighted, as you can see here. The house is still highlighted. And the admin reset buttons are still highlighted. Which is, by the way, not the most effective, but also unselects the TV. The telly can break if you try and save it, because the video frame rate is well impossible to see. And then I just call it admin house. Let's watch it save. Let's see if it's savable. And yep, it is savable, by the way, because I deleted the unsavable objects. And now, look at me destroy like everything off the admin house, which is fully gone. Freaking loaded for a void for some reason. I don't know why, but That's probably basically like the default spawn for some reason. I don't know what the hell, but let's load our admin house and we'll see if we got it back. It seems like we haven't got it back. We're somehow glitching. We're basically... I don't know what the hell happened here, but... we're under the map. We're under 3,600 meters on spawn for some reason. Which is really weird. I don't know what the hell happened here, bro. And plus that, the base plate didn't even get saved, so... I don't know what the hell is that, bro. But as you can see, the admin house didn't get saved. Basically, some of the parts, rest of them, haven't even got saved at this rate, causing the break to happen. So that means we just fully didn't save the base plate, I guess, because the base plate didn't save as well, accordingly to us. However, the house objects, they didn't get saved somehow. I don't know how objects like this didn't get saved, but the house actually did not get saved for some reason. And that's probably because it only loaded this and the special nullity cube. Others deleted. Maybe that's probably because some of the other objects are locked to something else, which is causing it to whole break. By the way, if you don't p-clear this, let's just call it secure parts for now. And I'll p-clear it. So then we don't have to save the whole map. And then we'll save everything. Maybe how about that? Some reason we do start at the void, so maybe just not save a void. Maybe just select the game. And do you see that the elevator's not saving? I can't unselect whatever is on there. It's just selecting, so I can't make it unselect. What I could just try do is just remove the petroleum cubes. Remove the TV, so we don't have to save it again. Remove all that. Even remove the Star Cannon base plate and the teleporter. Remove the petroleum cube. Still selected, but of course still keeps selecting. It keeps selecting the petroleum cube. I don't know what the hell, but I don't know if... oh, there you go. I've still selected the petroleum cube. I don't know if that has unselected the base plate, but... I don't know if this is possible to save the game. There's a final part there. And also, plus, we're going to name it to, like, D. F, well. F for F, bro. Anyways, I can't get the whole admin house to work. Because it requires core scripts to run the game. So, I basically can't get it to run the game, at least. Well, Here it goes. Saving the entire game. Admin house. Is that possible to save? It must be something that's locked there. Yeah, I think it's unsavable again. I just made it unsavable. Okay, it's unsavable. I just made it unsavable again for some reason. I know why it's unsavable. Maybe some of the underground map is not letting us save it, but I've remembered that like 2024, I've unselected like the selectable parts and saved it completely. I can only actually save the game if I unselected whatever is on there and delete it, because it's making it unsavable at this rate. And it makes me have to rejoin the server twice. Rejoin the server to fix the issue all the time. And it's because admin house is so unsavable. Impossible to save, by the way. So if I just unlock the map, hop onto Dex, and then go onto workspace, and then name our secure part the D. Maybe something like part, well, group. Use our B tools. Then we can now select the base plate. So where does the base plate start at? Let's just go to base plate. So base plate is right over there. I don't think that was base plate, but I don't know what about smooth black model, bro. Maybe that's the second layer of a base plate, actually. So it just makes it basically like unsavable. Unsavable! I know it's unsavable by the way. So we just need to select the house, which is... So we have to select the house. Oops. That selected it. And by the way, the admin object thingies don't kill. I don't know how this is going to be like savable, by the way. So as you can see, I'm trying to save the whole game, bro. Hopefully that hasn't, like, literally, like, selected the game, bro. It's freaking base plate. And now let's select the house. Here's how. Base. That's selected. And now we have to go through the house and select this thing. We're called the Union. And then we have almost likely selected the admin pads. So by the way, that's like the entire game almost, or sorta, but we need the admin pads of both of these. So let's see if that is possible to save the game. Are we gonna get through? No, actually we're not gonna get through for some reason. Oh my god, we're not even able to save the game without it actually going through. And by the way, it's 10 o'clock, so it's 10 p.m. Yeah, it's unsavable. Unsavable. It keeps getting unsaved. However, try save again. It's going to get saving is busy. I know. I think that's probably because... Let's just unlock the map. I think we're selecting the base script. We're selecting core scripts for some reason. Right, that's the whole base plate. I don't know if that was the correct base plate, but bro. I don't see if this is correct, by the way. By the way, if I delete it, what does it do? Oh. It's replaced with a bigger one. Then is that the core base plate? Yep, it is. The whole admin house. Right. So, how the hell can we actually save the game? There's no way possible to save this game. So, if I called it the... Well, admin house, would that build go through? No, at least it isn't. So, for some reason, it's now no longer possible to save admin house build. The whole game. You can't save the whole game anymore. And that's probably because core scripts have a dependency inside of the builds, which is not allowing us to save this build, unfortunately. Either depending, this build would be locked or unlocked. No matter what, you can't save the game. So they made it impossible to save the game since Admin House 3.5.4. And remember that I tried saving the game. It is actually possible back then, but unfortunately, due to Admin House 3.5.4, it is really, really hard to do. You can't even save the entire house and the entire thing. What you're better off doing is just go on the asset library and look for something that is called fake house. So as you can see here, I try save admin house, but this is the real admin house that someone actually tried saving. This is a one-to-one replica, but unfortunately the admin reset pads don't work, and plus you can't get under the map through the house. However, the colours are exactly different, which ain't a replica, because you can see that. And by the way, that looked like Admin House 3.4x versions from like early 2024 or 3.3x. So unfortunately, as of the time of this, you cannot save the actual admin house. You have to make the game from scratch first. Save the game first and then load it in. Because I tried doing it as before as possible to no avail. I can literally load the admin house Halloween map. For some reason, I'm like saving something, so it's trying to save, but I can't get it to save. So if you cannot save the game, I'm gonna put the admin house 3.4.3 inside our asset library. So that's the exact replica. We actually need our actual replica. And yeah, as of the time that I tried doing it, so I saved it on my Samsung Galaxy A05s, which is a smartphone that was released in 2025 running Android 14, and that thing went up to 15. So it went Android 13 up to Android 15. But unfortunately, as of now, you cannot save Admin House natively or directly. So you cannot save Admin House build, the main game. However, you can save the main Admin House Halloween update. I did this in 2023, by the way, and it is possible. So anyways, like and subscribe, turn on notifications, see you next time in the next videos.